you guys would know if you saw the Nick Cage film, The Unbearable Weight of, what is it?
Massive Talent.
Massive Talent. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. If you guys saw that movie, you know that Paddington 2 is one of the greatest films ever made.
Absolutely.
It is a cinematic masterpiece. I love the Paddington movies. I love these. And I've said before, I remember the first time, some of you have heard me talk about this, you know, I did not think this movie looked good when the first Paddington was coming out. And John Schnepp was willing to go with me. He also didn't think it looked very good, but we were going to the press screening at the studio. And we came out of that movie going, oh my God, that movie's fantastic. And then Paddington 2 came out, and it's even better. And people think I'm joking, and I'm not, when I say that if they make a Paddington 3, and if it's on par with Paddington 1 and 2, it is in the conversation of the greatest trilogies of all time. And I'm not even joking.
Paddington 2, The Empire Strikes Back, of Paddington films.
A Paddington film, a Paddington story, if you will. I mean, anyway, but they've been talking that they're going to do a Paddington 3. Then we covered a bunch of stories that kind of made it look like they weren't going to be doing a Paddington 3. Well, now, according to reports, it's happening, and they're even going into production on it in July. We are 3 months away from them going in and shooting it. And I could not be more thrilled. I just hope Brendan Gleeson comes back for it, because I loved him in Paddington 2. Hell, I don't know if they can find some way that Hugh Grant can come back, because first of all, Hugh Grant has been killing it lately.
He really has.
I loved him in Operation Fortune. He stole that movie for me. And then I really, really like him in Dungeons and Dragons. And I thought he was great in Paddington 2. So Paddington 2 is coming. Now, just to give us a little bit of a fact sheet here, here's what you need to know. All right, so Paddington 1 and 2, director Paul King will not be coming back to direct this one. So that's already a little bit of a bummer. We've probably known for a while that if they were going to do a Paddington 3, Paul King wouldn't return. So he's not returning to direct, but he is developing the story for it. He's working with a couple of other writers, and he is putting the story together for it. Now, it's going to be directed by a guy named Dougal Wilson, who this will be his feature film debut.
Yes, but he's done about 21 shorts and music videos.
Yes. So he's got experience, but he's never done a feature film. And the other thing that makes it kind of okay is, listen, this is obviously going to be a smaller film. The Paddington movies both are. And you're doing it with the creator and director of the first two right there with you holding your hand. This is an ideal situation for somebody to make their feature film directorial debut. So I'm not worried about that. I mean, it's unfortunate Paul King's not directing it, but I'm okay with it, and we'll see how that goes. Now, if you look at the history of the films, the first Paddington movie made $282 million on a $55 million budget. That's fantastic. And it has a 97% critic rating. And then Paddington 2 made $227 million and scored a 99% critic rating, also earning the coveted title of Nick Cage saying it is one of the greatest films of all time. So listen, I don't care. You can call me silly. You can call me whatever you want. I don't give a shit. I'm excited about Paddington 3. I am so happy they're making this thing. Anyway, Chris, you saw the news from this. I mean, it looked for a while like they talking for a long time we're going to do it, and then it sounded like for a long time like they weren't going to do it. What do you think of this?
I mean, you can't rush excellence. Come on, you got to wait it out. I'm really excited about this. I do think Paddington 2 kind of ushered in this Hugh Grant comeback too, because I remember seeing him in Paddington 2 and just thinking, oh, Grant is really at the top of his game. He is so fun. He's being much more fearless in his acting. He's taking more risks. And I think that also we saw this big pivot of him taking on more roles. So I just always equate this movie with Hugh Grant's second act, basically. Yeah. And I love that. I think these movies are so fun. And I do have a lot of confidence in Dougal Wilson. You know, we talked about this with Taylor Swift making her feature directorial debut. This is the path that you do, right? He's been making music videos since the early 2000s, doing short films as well. And I think this is such a great film to cut his teeth on, like you were saying, with these other creators and this creative team behind him too, to make sure that everything goes according to plan. Oh my gosh, that little dog. And I think that this could be a really, really fun film, especially since we're looking back on, Paddington coming from Peru and where he's from and his origins. I'm so excited.
The brief, not so official synopsis is Paddington, it's going to be called Paddington Goes to Peru or something like that, or Paddington in Peru. And it says Paddington goes to Peru and shenanigans follow, which is all I need to know.
Yeah.
That's all I need to know.
Take my money.
Yep, I'm ready to go. Question is for you guys. What do you think about this? Paddington 3 is a go. They even start rolling cameras finally in just a couple of months. Did you like the original Paddington films? Listen, it's not like they made $1 billion. There's a good chance maybe you've never seen the Paddington films. You're making the wrong life choices. Go and watch these movies. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. We want to take a second to thank a sponsor of this video, Mint Mobile. If saving more and spending less is one of your top goals for 2023, why are you still paying insane amounts of money every month for your phone bill? Switching to Mint Mobile is the easiest way to save this year. As the first company to sell premium wireless service online only, Mint Mobile lets you order from home and save a ton with phone plans starting at just $15 a month. You guys know I made the switch over to Mint Mobile a while ago. The process couldn't have been easier, and I can't believe that I am spending less than a third of what I was spending on one of the other major carriers before. By going online only and eliminating the traditional costs of retail, Mint Mobile passes the significant savings on to you. All plans come with unlimited talk, text, and high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and switch easily in minutes with eSIM. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped to your door free, go to mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Campea.